Okay, so I'm doing the close now. I am going to, for visual purposes, be holding this up a lot as if you guys are my candidates. I'm going to be looking over here as if I'm talking to candidates, but showing the camera what I'm writing down because I do use a flow chart, and for that I'm going to need a pen. Okay. So this is the close. You've already sent home who you need to send home, and you've kept the people who you've wanted to keep. All right, guys. So yeah, I was hoping to keep you for two more minutes. Does that work for you? Okay, great. Perfect. So first question, why do you think that I'm keeping you guys for a couple more minutes? Okay. Yeah, I mean, nothing against them. But yes, you did communicate a little bit more. Really why I wanted to keep you though is just to give you a little bit more information on the next steps and talk to you a little bit more about the program. Sound good? Okay. All right, feel free to write this down too. So I'm gonna walk you guys through where we're at. So right now we are at the info session, okay? I would call this the tip of the iceberg as far as the information goes about our internship, okay? From here, as you noticed, it's a little bit of a filtering purpose for us. We had over 5,000 students fill out those cards. It takes us some time to get through those who are qualified or not. I have no idea right now if the internship's right for you, but I did want to give you some more information to see if the next steps is something that is suitable for you. So I'm going to send you guys home today with a few questions, a few more than they got. So 3 questions to think about. We will connect later in the day today just to really see how the information digested with you. If I like your answers, then we'll talk about the next step, which is called the reverse interview. So what do you guys think that might be? Yeah, absolutely. It's a chance to get to ask some more questions. More than anything, again, it's informational. So tip of the iceberg today, a little bit more of the iceberg at the reverse interview. Because our program's so dynamic, it takes a few times to really get it. The reverse interview gives a lot of detailed information. Usually a lot of people leave the reverse interview with a really good understanding of what the internship is day to day, what the commitment's like, etc. Again, at the reverse interview, if the interviewer would like to continue you on in the process, he or she is going to give you the alumni phone list and some other resources. And that is a list of names and numbers of people just like me who have already done the internship pretty recently. So usually the people on there did the internship within the last 2 months to the last 2 years. And the purpose there is to ask them about their experience, continue learning about the internship, actually through testimonials at this stage, okay? So after the reverse interview is the alumni phone list. Now, I'm gonna draw a line under here, okay? Because we do not make any hiring decisions at these 3 stages, okay? So this is all information gathering. There's no hiring decisions being made until after all those steps are completed. At a phone interview and a final interview, way down here at the bottom, is where we would be making our hiring decision, okay? So once you complete things above that horizontal line, we would choose whether or not to give you a phone interview and a final interview. That's pretty traditional interview process. We would make a hiring decision from there. So I know you're probably feeling pretty excited. I can tell. I remember feeling that way too when I was at my info session. I'm just here to remind you though that we are way at the top here. We are just at an information session and we have known each other for 37 minutes at this point. I don't know if this internship is right for you. You have a good first impression, and I have no idea if you're right for the internship either. But I do know I'd like to give you guys a few more questions to think about, and we will connect at the end of the day to see if the reverse interview is the next good step for you. Does that sound good? Cool. So go ahead and write down these 3 questions. Question number 1. What are the short-term benefits of doing the internship? Question number 2, what are the long-term benefits of doing the internship? Okay, so short-term benefits, You got to think about what your short-term goals are. You know, short-term, in my opinion, is what do you want to achieve by the time that you graduate? How could the internship complement those goals? Long-term, okay, where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years? And how could the internship benefit those goals? And then the last question, number 3 to write down, what are 2 to 3 reasons why you feel you would excel in our program? Okay. All right, so let me go ahead and set up some call times with you guys individually. Does 4:15 p.m. work for you? Cool. I'm going to go ahead and write down 4:15 p.m. on my business card here. I do like to see that you guys can call on time and not forget appointments. So you are responsible for calling me. If you could do me a favor and set an alarm in your phone so you don't forget. And I do have a few of these calls lined up today. So if I don't answer on the first ring or it doesn't go through and you get my voicemail, I'll call you right back. Just leave a really short voicemail and I'll call you right back. It just means I'm finishing up a call before you. Okay, so call me right on the dot, 4:15. We'll go over your answers then and talk about the reverse interview if that's a good next step for you. Same for you. Can we do 4:30? Perfect. All right, guys. Great to meet you. You're all set. You got all that written down? Great to meet you. You are all set. I will talk to you then. And that's it.